voice from that first good morning. But good morning, good morning, good morning. Getting my watch set for this indoor walk, this cardio walk. One more time. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Off to a late start, but a start nonetheless. We are walking on, let's go with 2.5, and let's go with a incline of 3 today. Still nursing this foot. Still nursing this foot, this heel. All right, heel, but I got my Hokas on. Hokas, hocus pocus. I got my Hoka shoes on, and they've been helping while I've been walking. But the thing is, post walk. Once the walk is over with, like the later on in the day, my heel still feels some type of way. My heel feels some type of way. But good morning on this Labor Day. Hopefully, this this light isn't messing with you, because I think it's messing with me a little bit. So let me turn to try to get that out of. I guess that'll work. I guess that'll work. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on this Labor Day? I still see a little bit of that light in there. Don't want it to irritate you. I pay attention to things like that when I'm watching videos, certain lights. Like even when I'm walking, if I'm not live, it kind of gets in my peripheral. So uh, walk with the lights off. And I open up my blinds because I'm at home in my home gym. I'm at home in my home gym, and it beats that crowd of going to the commercial gym, because we all know how on holidays on holidays they have shortened hours. So everybody and their mama is trying to get there all at once to get their workout in before the gym closes. And that's because you got some people who are team afternoon workouts or team morning workout. I am team morning workout. What about you? Are you team morning workout or team evening workout? Go ahead and put that in the chat. Let me know. And this is where the home gym comes at, because I can avoid all of that madness. I can avoid all of that. But a couple things that are on my mind this morning. Well, honestly, just this chest workout. What's the best chest workout to do at home? We're going to go through some routines that you can do, that I'm gonna do today, right? Team evening workout. What up, bro? What up? What up, Jimmy? Team evening. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do when you can, and too. You know what I mean? As far as for the workouts. But what time is it right now? All right, it's about 11 a.m. Normally, I'm already done with my cardio by now. Usually, I start about ideally 5:45 a.m., 6 a.m., sometimes 7 a.m. And all those vary depending on when I wake up and how many clients I got that day. Sometimes I may save my cardio workout for when I have my midday clients, because I end up working out through there. But I always feel better once I do something like this first thing in the morning. But I already had my coffee. I found some light roast. I think I posted that on my community wall. Finally found some light roast. And light roast coffee, they say it has more caffeine in it. Do I feel the difference compared to medium roast or dark roast? I can honestly say no in regards to caffeine between all three roasts, light, medium, and dark. But the flavor, you could definitely taste the difference, because the dark roast is more of a bolder taste that I didn't really care for initially when I first started drinking coffee, probably about 7 years ago. When I drink coffee, it's one cup. Today I had two, But that's honestly just about it. I'm not a morning person. I hate the word until about 10 a.m. Right, exactly. Exactly how I feel. Hence why I have to work out in the morning. Because then I can get so soaked into that disappointment, anger, whatever it is. We all got our own issues. And part of cardio is to help me kind of weed all that stuff out early so I can be more productive for myself. But I totally get it. I totally get it. Hence is why I get up early and I try to work out early. And I notice on days when I don't, man, I just feel horrible. I'd have like these crazy thoughts, the disappointment. Oh, I don't feel like doing this and I don't feel like doing that. And I didn't get my morning endorphins in. You know what I mean? And so, why 30 minutes for subs? Well, it's 30 minutes for people who have not subscribed, who's going to carry the boats in the logs, because this is completely for my subscribers. I don't necessarily care about new subscribers or anybody coming to this live and they're not part of the family. They're not part of the subscribers. I don't understand why anybody would want to comment if they are not a part of that channel's ecosystem. Does that make sense to you? Hopefully it does. But that is why. I've been experimenting with 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and 30 minutes. Let's go with 30 minutes. And you should be okay. You know, again, let's concentrate on us to this family because I'm trying to see something on YouTube on where are my subscribers at? Yeah, no new friends, no new friends. Where are my subscribers at, right? I constantly look at YouTube analytics. I produce a lot of shorts because it's easier to make now. When I first started YouTubing back in 2013, there was no shorts. You know, you had to, make your content. Didn't have to be as long as I've made it, but to put something up online wasn't as easy as it is right now. Right now, making shorts is a lot easier for me. And what I'm starting to see about the analytics in shorts, it's constantly being promoted to new viewers, not my subscribers. And I'm not, I feel some type of way about that because it's like, where are my subscribers at? Is YouTube even showing my videos to my subscribers? You know what I mean? And putting subscribers only who can comment is my way to see who's real and who's not. You know what I mean? And that's fine. So hopefully that answered your question. Who's going to carry the boats? And long as I can send people to your channel, okay, do so. And if they like what they see, then they can subscribe. Don't just subscribe just to comment. You know what I mean? To me, that's a crazy desire to want to do. You go to somebody's channel you're not a part of, you don't know what's really going on, just so you can type what's on your mind in that same moment. You have no idea what's going on. You know what I mean? And why is it that this generation wants to express their opinion so much? Like, what is that? And maybe I'm old school, I guess, to where I didn't grow up in that era to where you can be so open to express yourselves, right? You have to think before you spoke, right? Right now, this generation, they just want to speak, just because they have the freedom to. And even if you do, what are you adding? What are you adding? If that long, it won't work. I mean, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. You can have one. But once again, exactly what I'm talking about, just opinions. And there's plenty of other streamers who are out who dictate their stream how they want to. This is how I do over here at Success Fitness, right? This is what we do. Family only. Family only. Let's get into the community of each other. But it's one of the best workouts you can do at home for chest. Push-ups. That's one of them, right? Everybody should know how to do a push-up or fairly have a good idea of how to execute a push-up. Now, the thing is, there are so many variations. You got your wide grip, your close grip, diamond press, pressing back or wide. Mix it up. Mix it up. Somebody could argue one is better than the other. Okay, let them have that argument. All right, cool beans. But push-ups, right? You can do multiple variations. I like push-ups where I can bring my arms into my sides a lot more, and I'm using my triceps as opposed to using my shoulders so much, right? I also like what they would call female push-ups, where you're on your knees and you're using your arms to press back. And since you're on your knees, it's like a lever. It's like a lever. It's a different type of pressure you can put on the palm of your hands to activate more of your triceps. Mix it up. You can also put your feet on some stairs, depending on what level you're at. Put it on one step, put it on the second step, and you're doing almost like a decline press, right? You can do that as far as from your feet on the steps. That'd be more like a decline push-up. You can also do a push-up where you actually put your hands on the actual step. That'd be more of an incline push-up. They're all good. They're all good. They're all good. Don't get so locked up into this only way. You know, I like The Mandalorian. Love that show. But even the saying of this is the way. This is the way. How I interpret it is being open to variations. Variations. This is the way. When you want to figure out what's the best home workout you can do for chest, push-ups. And the way is variations. Multiple variations. Be as creative as you want. Be as creative as you want. Second, if you have dumbbells and if you don't have, let's say, a bench, you can do dumbbell floor presses. Done a couple videos on dumbbell floor presses. You can do dumbbell floor flies. Did a couple videos on those. Those are in my archive somewhere. I can do some more to update it, right, or reshare it to my community wall. You know, that's cool. But if you have a bench, now you can do incline. Now you can do incline bench dumbbell presses, right? And if you are blessed enough to have your own rack set, barbell, and plates, the next up, bench press, right? Bench press. It's another good home workout you can do as far as for chest. And resistant bands too. I should have put resistant bands in front of chest. I mean, in front of bench press, barbell bench press. But I'm just freestyling right now. Sometimes I have notes, sometimes I don't. This is just the coffee. This is just the coffee talking right now. But resistant bands, you can hang them on your door, underneath the floor of your door if you want to do underhand flies or whatever. But you got to be careful when you place it, and you got to be mindful of how much strength you've had, because I've actually ripped the hinges off a door before. After I had dropped my weight, I wasn't as physically strong as I thought I was, and in order for me to build my strength back up, I first used resistant bands, right? I first used resistant bands. I would hang them on my door, and I would, I would do different chest exercises with that, right? And to a point to where the actual company that the brand was, the brand of resistant bands, was Perfect Fitness. They saw my video on Twitter. Yes, this is why I still love Twitter, or X, Twix, to this day, because I've gotten more opportunities and endorsements, sponsorships, whatever, by posting my stuff on there and actually being active and tagging people in there. I'm not as active like that anymore. But Perfect Fitness saw I was using their resistant bands, and that's when they sent me the perfect push-ups. Now, the perfect push-ups, that's like my #1 video on my channel that was posted. I think it's got like over 150,000 views. And I'm still curious on why it has that many views. To me, it's a simple push-up video, but that's just my own understanding. But they ended up sending me that, and that's all from working out with resistant bands, you know what I mean, at home. But during that time when I was increasing my strength through resistant bands, I guess I got too strong one day, and it was one big push, and the hinge ripped off the door. The hinge ripped off the door, and at that time, I was written. I was in an apartment, and I'm like, man, if they see this, they're gonna charge me for it. So just be mindful. Just be mindful of resistant bands on your doors and your hinges, on where you want to use them at. So, what are the best chest workouts you can do at home? Push-ups, dumbbell floor presses, dumbbell floor flies. Also, forgot to add, you can also, if you can finagle your way to do a decline dumbbell press from being on the floor and putting your leg, or your feet, I'm sorry, up on some steps where your back is still on the floor, but your legs are in the air, you can angle your chest to do dumbbell decline press, right? Resistant bands, using resistant bands. And number 4 is, the pinnacle, bench press, barbell bench press. So with that being said, I'm trying to see which of those 4 should I do today for my chest workout, because it is Monday, International Chest Day. It's one of my favorite days. One of my favorite workout days. My goal is 405 on a flat bench. I did 405 last Monday on a pin press or rack press. Got a couple of videos of that up. And rack presses helped me not rush the process. There are some weeks where you feel stronger than others. There are some weeks where you don't feel as strong. And rack presses help build the confidence for either situation, for both, because that's a lot of weight. 405 is a lot of weight. 405 is a lot of weight up on your chest and on your arms and on your body and on your shoulders. And if you've never experienced it, if you just watched it, you don't understand. 315 is a lot of weight. 365 is a lot of weight. 225 is a lot of weight too. And you got to climb up, for safety, right? There's sometimes if I know I'm going for that, I will warm up with just 225. Like, we can do 225 for a warm up. That's nothing for me. That's far for me. Everybody's different. That's not no bragging, right? That's just facts. That's just far as for me. But as you go up, you got to be mindful. How many sets, how many reps do you want to do before you go for your PR? And how much energy are you going to have to execute that PR clean or dirty, or just period? Combination of both. When I mean clean or dirty, there's some reps you get up, boom, clean. But then there's some where you kind of, it's dirty, right? And you go down and you go up and you're kind of struggling, right? It takes time. But in those instances where you're doing a dirty press, where you're using everything that you got to make sure your chest is up, your back is to the pad, your foot placement is right, you're flexing your quads as you press it. Everything needs to be in this moment of time. You can't waste too much time or that weight gonna fall on you. But this is where you got a spot. This is where you got a spotter at. If you working out with a gym buddy, that's another benefit of working with a gym buddy. That person can know you, know that, hey, don't touch this bar or touch the bar, whatever the case may be, to help you get it to where you need to get to. But in those instances where you're kind of stuck, just breathe, and then you press out, then you can rack it. That's a dirty press. As far as for me, that's how I define it. So that depends on a lot of things. On a dirty press versus a clean press, are you rested? How are you feeling? How is your mental? You got the right clothes on? Do you got the right song on your headphones? You know what I mean? Like, all these things, matter into your lift when you go in with confidence. Is the weight too much or is it too less? Depending on if it's a clean or a dirty. This is just all just how I interpret things, how I word stuff or whatever. You don't have to hold on to it, for Bible, but this is just how I think when I am pressing. Your shoulder. How many of you sleep on your shoulders? You sleep on your shoulder. I know I sleep on my side a lot, and I've gotten to a dirty habit of doing that lately when I'm just used to just sleeping on my back. You know, for a while I was sleeping on my side. For a while I was sleeping on my side, and I'm like, you know what? I want to get my bench press up, so I had to really concentrate on sleeping on my back. But lately I've been sleeping on my side, and yesterday my left side was kind of doing something. But we're gonna test it out today. We're gonna test it out today. Um, Trying to see where I want to start off with. Do I want to start off with push-ups or end with push-ups? Do I want to start with dumbbells or end with dumbbells? I don't know. I do a combination, but I definitely want to barbell bench press. So I think I may just start off with a couple resistant band flies to warm up my pecs and my shoulders, but I don't want to spend too much time. Um, for about a month and a half straight, every Monday I would do 100 reps with 225. Not constant. I would break it up into 10 sets of 10, right? But that took me some time to work up to that. You know, my first two sets would be like 135. Sets 3 and 4, you know, I would get up to maybe about 185. Sets 5 through 8, 5 through 9, and then I tried to get to 5 through 10 would be 225, right? So 100 reps. But then I'm like, well, I want to start off with 225, 10 reps, 225, 10 reps, and go from there. And then I was able to start doing that. And then I'm like, okay, challenge yourself some more. Let your last set be 275 and 10 reps. And then other week, let your last 2 sets be 275. Other week, let your last 3. So you start building, right? Start building your bench press from an endurance standpoint, a shock value standpoint, and an overall strength and mental strength to just say, hey, I want to complete this, right? That should be a goal in regards to increasing your bench if you want to increase your bench, right? Rest and protein. Make sure you are hydrating yourself with 1, enough water, 2, enough protein, and 3, most importantly, enough rest. A lot of times we like to just go just balls to the wall and just do a whole bunch of things that we feel is good for us, right? We feel that they're good, and they are. But functional-wise to your goal, how good are they? You know, how damaging is it? I'm learning less is more, especially when it comes to triceps. I was used to just pressing so much weight, doing tricep press downs, tricep kickbacks, skull crushers, dumbbell skull crushers, easy bar skull crushers, and now I'm starting to do more of lightweight or more concentrated reps when it comes to triceps. That way I can conserve that power, those tendons, for a heavy bench. And that's been working for me. That's been working for me. I'm not sure about you or anybody else, but that's been working for me when it comes to, bench pressing, right? And learning the muscle groups that it takes to execute a clean press, right? Clean versus a dirty press. Working my shoulders, my front delt, my side delt, but most importantly, my rear delt, because my rear delt, strengthening my rear delts has actually helped me alleviate a lot of pain on the shoulder I sleep on a lot. You know, when you do so much pressing and putting so much stress on the anterior delts, and we don't spend as much time concentrating on your rear delts like we should. All right. And once I started doing that, probably about a year and a half ago, the stress and the pain and the aches alleviated a lot. Let's say about 90% from my left shoulder. And my shoulders overall just got stronger once I started concentrating more on my rear delts. Prior to that, I hadn't really concentrated on rear delts. Yeah, I know rear delt exercises, but the actual concentration to make sure every day when I do start pressing, or the day I start pressing, I'll warm up with my rear delts first. Does that have to be a lot? You know, it could be a simple set of 12 or 15 on some dumbbell rear delt flies. You know what I mean? 5, 10 pounds, knock those out. You got to fire those rear delts up, especially if you're going to be pressing, because on the eccentric to control it going down, what's firing? Your rear delts and your lats. So it'd be most important to fire those up, get those activated, get those warmed up on the days you know you're going to press, right? So that is how I build up a lot of my chest workout routines. We're at 1 mile at 25 minutes. Is focusing more on my rear delts, my traps, and my back. Once I started concentrating on that, that was how I was able to build my superset program when I do bench. You know, um, working on your back is essential. Your lats, because this is the muscle that controls it coming down, right? You got to have some type of control coming down, or else that bar is going to slam on your chest. I think I've had a bar slam on my chest maybe one time, but it wasn't a lot of weight. I think it was maybe like 100 pounds. This was years ago in my 20s. And I learned then, you better focus. Because that could have been my teeth if I was up high enough, if I didn't have the right position, all that kind of stuff. Can't really be playing around with that weight, no matter how light or how heavy it is. You got to take every press serious. Make sure your grip strength is right. Make sure you zoned in. I see youngsters at the gym, and they're cool. Everybody's cool, you know, and everybody's trying to figure out their body. Everybody's trying to figure out their body even more. But just one thing I kind of always look at is don't be playing around with that weight. Make sure your spotter is spotting you and not so much on your phone. They don't have their hands in their pocket. They got their hands kind of ready to assist you in any type of way. Because once that bar falls on your chest, and if it's a weight that you can't sustain, you can really damage yourself. You can really damage yourself. But that all comes from you and your mental to make sure you're spot on, to make sure you are zoned in and locked in. Because anytime you're lifting weights, man, you gotta just make sure you zoned in. You can't be playing around with it. You know, if certain forms, grips work better for your friend or somebody else you see on YouTube, but you have a different one, then that's what your grip is. You know what I mean? That is what your grip is. That is what works for you. That's what feels good on your body from an anatomical level. You know, the person you're watching may have shorter arms. They may have bigger hands than you. You may have longer arms. You may be, wider. You may not like the pressure that a wide grip puts on your shoulder, and that's fine. So you adjust. You adjust. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Just don't get so caught up into, I got to do it exactly like this. I got to do exactly like that. No, you don't. You really don't. You got to do what's comfortable for you and what works for you. Just don't get caught up into the comparison, right? Because you never know what somebody is feeling. You never know what's going on with somebody, on the reason why they're doing this exercise like this or they're doing this exercise like that. You don't know, so you have to just take in the information and see how it's applicable to you and your lift and your fitness goals. That's pretty much what I do. Right now I'm watching Sean Clarida. 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 I can't pronounce that last name, but he's doing a chest workout, and this guy is maybe 5'4", 5'5". So certain placements of his hand and what he's doing is going to be different or similar to mine. It just all depends. Like right now, he's doing front cable raises with an easy bar that I've been meaning to order from Amazon for the past 2 years. That now it's like, okay, because how his position is going to be a little different. I look at that and like, okay, how can I apply that to myself as far as for what I'm doing? This is the angle that works for him. I may try that angle. I may not. You gotta be able to take stuff from people that you're watching or listening to and just learn and just apply it to you. It may be different, but that's the beauty of all of this is that hey, I'm giving you my experience on what it is that I'm doing. That you may also be interested in. You may be interested in bench pressing, but this is my experience on bench pressing. You can share that same experience. You cannot. All right. And just because you don't share that same experience does not mean my experience is wrong and your experience is right or more right than mine. It's just my experience compared to yours. It's simple. You know, uh, we got to start doing better on shared experiences, right? If you and I have a difference in shared experiences, then who's the wrong one? And I think that just depends on what it is in said experience and if I'm giving out false information. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, the best chest exercise to do a push-up, but don't use any hands. You know what I mean? Now that's crazy. That's crazy. As you see, I need to shave today. I do my best work when I'm not shaved. But let me go ahead and show you the home gym setup again. Let's see. Okay, how do we switch this sucker off? All right. So I got my fan off, angled up since I was on the treadmill. That way I get some fresh oxygen. Got my bike right here. I need to ride this bike later. And then got the door open because the temperature is pretty cool right now. My multi-functional cable machine. Right. And here's my bench, a power bench. I love the black and red. I love the black and red. That is my color. And the flooring too. The flooring, these uh, are very soft. They remind me of bump, 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 my Hocus Pocus. And they really feel like I'm walking on the cloud. They really feel like um, a Bosu ball. I'm kind of walking on a Bosu ball, right? So your flooring does matter too in your home gym. You see my rope. That rope really helps your grip strength too, and grip strength is important for when you're benching. What up? What up? What up? Ertugo Bully. I think that's how you pronounce your name. All right. Then here's obviously my rack. Right now, this is a Gold's Gym rack. I've had this for a while, and I can manipulate these what do you call it, stands, holders, or whatever to it could be a squat rack. Now this is I call it on two, right? In comparison to when I put a bench there, and it's kind of like on an incline, right? It's kind of high. It's kind of high. My fault. It's kind of high right now, and I think I want to do incline today. I think I want to do incline today. Work top shelf of your chest. Yeah, this is my home gym. This is my home gym, and this is Easy Bar. I told you about that earlier. My Easy Bar. Me doing skull crushers. Now this Easy Bar, man, it's got to weigh 35 pounds at least. I could be wrong. Let me not exaggerate. Let's say let's say 20. This is heavy. And then again, iron weights. Everybody love to hear that clink. Love that. What else? It's my ab ball right here. Also, if you haven't done chest presses on the ab ball, it's cool too. It's cool too. Got my diffuser right here. I got some tea tree oil. I need some more. Uh, I need some more peppermint oil. I need some more peppermint oil. But this is this is good. This is a good disinfectant as far as for the air. Also, fellas, since you all shave, you know, put some of this on your razors before and after you shave. This cleans. This is what it says. Let's see if I can home in on it. It's purifying, renewing. No. Where's the other one? But it's a disinfectant, right? You can Google tea tree oil. Tea tree oil smells like pine saw, so that strong, pungent smell in pine saw, the brown kind, not the purple kind with their whatever they're coming out with. That's what it smells like. Of course, we got Kobe here. Kobe watching over us. All right, we got YouTube video getting ready to end. What is funny about YouTube, right? I could be watching this video, and this could be a video from this channel, from Sean's channel, that I have never seen before, right? And at the end of it, it will begin to, let's say, suggest a whole other channel, a whole other just whatever. And I'm like, well, since I hadn't seen this video and now I'm watching it, there's a higher chance that I haven't seen more of this person's videos. Why not suggest more of this person's videos? Which is kind of crazy, but that's my own little personal take on there. Let's see. Yeah, I got my sound system there, got my refrigerator. I don't know if you tried these. I'm not into these drinks too much, but what happened is I had ordered some protein shakes and they sent me these instead. I did get my protein shakes and they let me keep this. But Celsius, I think this is a new brand. I'm not for sure. It's kind of an energy drink. About the only energy drink I personally like is coffee. Right now, okay, watch this. Okay, the video ended. Let's see what the next one they suggest. Okay, Maximilian, season of Kobe Bryant. All right, that's cool. I believe I'm subscribed to Max, but okay, why aren't you showing me more of Sean's videos? Why does it automatically go to something else? You don't drink coffee, yeah. Uh, and okay, we got Andrew. I don't know who that guy is. And they keep putting this into my suggestion. They keep putting this video. I've noticed that the past couple of days. Let me know what YouTube does on your recommended. But resistant bands, what I told you about earlier, I tore the handle or the hinges off the door. Not this one, but I was I'm putting this on here, the inside of the door. And over time, this became unstable. This became unstable because I was pulling too much. But I got a 60-pound band, 40-pound band. I got a 70-pound band. I like the labels that are on here, and a 100-pound band. Now, these other ones over here, I cannot remember what the weight of it is. It was just saying, medium, strong, or light. And I can't remember what this one is because it doesn't say on here. But this is the Perfect Fitness brand. Like I told you earlier, this is the same company that sent me the perfect push-ups. I'm going to show you those perfect push-ups in a second. But Bosu ball. And I told you that my shoes, that's how they feel. They feel like I'm on a Bosu ball. It just feels like, you see how this kind of just goes around and around like that. Initially, that's what the inside of these shoes feel like. Got to step up platform. Got my mirrors. What up, what up, what up? There I am, there I am, there I am. I think I need to do some biceps today. Then we got our Bowflex Select Tech dumbbells, 5250s, 525, I believe that's what they're called, because they go up to 52 and a half pounds. I don't know how they rested on 52 and a half. Why not just go 55? I wanted the 95, the 95 ones, the ones that go up to like 90 or 95 pounds, but those were out of my budget at the time. And here are the perfect push-ups. Here are the perfect push-ups, but these are not the same ones that they sent me. Those had went out. They had worn out over years of use, and they actually sent me these Perfect Fitness. So shout out to Perfect Fitness. Shout out to Perfect Fitness. If you click the link tree URL in my bio, you'll be led to my Amazon store, and I got all this stuff in my Amazon stores for our abs, our ab carver right here, and we also got our kettlebells, right? We also got our kettlebells. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I can zoom in. I didn't know I could zoom in. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. All right, got my adjustable kettlebells right there. But yeah, mirrors on both sides. Mirrors on both sides of the gym. That way you can constantly form check. And yeah, that's it. And so thank you for tuning in. I am getting ready to start on this chest workout. or would kind of go live, but kind of not in that mode to keep adjusting and keep doing that. I'd rather just knock out this workout because it is 11:33 right now. It is 11:33 right now. Let me set this down. Again, it's Labor Day. Everybody's kind of got the day off. You know what I'm saying? I do too, but I still got stuff to do. Right now, I got some beef tallow on the smoker. Beef tallow was my latest video that I uploaded yesterday, but it was a short. It was a short. If you don't know what beef tallow is, it is pretty much beef fat. Uh, and animal fats are not what they say they are in regards to how they have been demonized before and replaced with seed oils and things like that. And now the studies are coming out about how beneficial animal fat is. But if you want to know more about how to make beef tallow and what it is, just go ahead and go to my channel, go to my short that I posted like yesterday, should be in the top three on the grid. And you can be led to get more information on that. And I also got a brisket. Also got a brisket in the smoker. I believe I did a video on that. Um, but yeah, so I'm cooking that. That's going to take 8 hours, but it's probably on hour number three right now just to get some smoke in there, get some smoke flavor. But I want to go ahead and knock this workout in. Workout out. I need to podcast again. I've been podcasting in like 2 weeks. Let me know any subjects that you want me to talk about on my next podcast. Send me a message, comment on here, even on the replay. Um, Join my membership site. Join my membership site. I've been going live, trying to get in the habit of going live, but these kind of open lives are going to be exclusively for channel members. They're going to be exclusively for channel members here real soon. Here real soon. I'm just building up, my archives for those who choose to support on a different level and an additional level. You can support for free and you can support for a fee. Support for free to sign up to my weekly newsletter, the Success Fitness newsletter. The link will be in the description. Also, when you sign up, you will get a 10% discount code to where you can support for a fee at successfitnessstore.com. You can get some more coffee merch, more weight merch, and hoodies and coffee mugs. I want to put some more designs up there, but I need to get this channel jumping off a little bit first, so I can pay designers too, make these logos. It all adds up. Subscribe to my podcast just as well. The last one I uploaded was like 2 weeks ago. I need to do another one. Yeah, no more knee pain. Watch it. No more knee pain. I'll put that one up. Who else? Who else? Videos, clients, meal prep tutorials. Uh, what else, man? Just these daily lives. I don't want to call it daily because that's too much pressure. Don't quote me when I say daily. That's way too much pressure because I know I didn't 2 days ago or whatever. But I'm getting in the habit of it. I'm starting to enjoy going live. This is a good way, a quick way to make some content. Trying to stay active. Uh, what else, man? I don't know, but let me get to this workout. Holla back at me. Peace out.